All right, I'd like to invite any of the young ones that would like to come up front and make some music to help with the prelude. You can come on down.
So, very brief announcement. I'm playing the role of Eliza this morning. I'm not the thespian in the family, so bear with me. Good morning. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Lynchburg. We are glad you are here. Whoever you are, whatever your beliefs, whatever your age, whatever your gender identity, and whomever you love, you are welcome here. As we work together for justice, compassion, and peace, we also acknowledge with humility that our buildings sit on Monacan land. My name is Eliza Yoder. I've been coming to this church for a long time, and I attend religious education most Sunday mornings. If you're with us for the first time on Zoom or in the sanctuary, we are glad you choose to be with us here this morning to participate in the service for this congregation we love. If you would like to receive our monthly newsletter and Friday email updates, please fill out the virtual visitor card found on our website at uulynchburg.org under Sunday Services, or fill out the yellow card found in the back of the chair in front of you and place it in the offering basket as it passes by.
I have just a couple of announcements. Next week is our annual work day, where we all take time to care for our church building and grounds. We have quite a few tasks that we emailed out this weekend, and we will have them posted on next Sunday morning. For those of you on Zoom, there will be a conversation and reflection time at 10:30, our usual time. For the rest of us, you can begin gathering as soon as 8:30 in the morning if you are a chipper morning style person. And we will gather, bring a potluck dish if you would like to stay for lunch after the work. We have lots of tasks. Kids are more than welcome to join. We always have lots of things that our little ones can help us with. Next week, Reverend Terry will be in South Carolina. She'll be working remotely on Wednesday, but she is off the rest of the time. So following the service, please join us for social time in Drysdale Hall or on Zoom. For those of you joining us in Drysdale Hall, we will be finishing our backpack tags that we are going to start during the service today, so that at the end you can have one that looks as cool as mine with your own hand-picked charms on it, and you will carry these blessings with you for the whole year. And now I invite us to release our worries about the world and our own lives as we enter into the service by taking some slow, calming breaths.
Gathered here in time and space. So let's take a moment to wave good morning to our Zoomies. And Zoomies, wave good morning to our Roomies. It's wonderful to be together. Okay, it's another sound morning. We're going to end up being Buddhists pretty soon, or Quakers. We could have silent service. And I know these are fresh batteries because I watched Miles put them in. So let us join together as we light our chalice. May the light we now kindle inspire us to use our powers to heal and not to harm, to help and not to hinder, to bless and not to curse, to serve you, O Spirit of life. And let's all rise in body or spirit as we share together our opening hymn, Enter, Rejoice, and Come In, 361. fun stuff coming up.
I know, we had such a fun summer, and I think some of our young people want to come to the front and help tell me about it. Nora, do you want to come? And Eliza, you're welcome to come if you want to. So this summer, we worked on a brand new curriculum where we were learning about our UU values in a whole different way. We were using the music of a singer, most of whom we're featuring in our service today, Lori Berkner. And so we looked at how her songs can represent UU values. And then we explored those in all kinds of ways, using lots of sensory input. One of my favorite things was when we created this painting. So Nora, do you want to tell about the painting? Let me get you a microphone.
Or you want to stand?
You want to
By
stand?
this one?
Yeah. That way you can hold the picture.
And before Nora gets to talk, we need to say thank you to Courtney because she developed this curriculum herself. So that's it. Nora, thanks for sharing that picture. Can you tell us about it?
So we drew the church and everything that we had that we thought was important to us. So we drew the green doors and the bell and the stairs, and we drew Zoom and RE, and we drew our chalice. We drew a coffee mug.
Because we love coffee time, don't we?
Yes.
Yes.
And we drew a book. And we drew music. We also drew music and some books.
And we talked about all the people that make our church feel like a family, right? Mm-hmm. And what was really neat about the way we painted this picture? Did we do it just one person, or?
We all worked on it together.
We all worked on it together at the same time, which means some of these creative kids were painting upside down. So we all gathered around a table and we all added the aspects that we thought were really important to make this our church family.
And I added the pillows that we have upstairs.
We have a new quiet room in the RE space upstairs, and Nora really likes the comfortable pillows in there, so she added those in. We had lots of neat things, didn't we?
And we added the bricks. And we added sunshine.
Yep. And so one thing that we wanted to do when we were looking at the topics for each week was we wanted a visual representation of them. And so for those of you that don't know, Miss Audrey is a wonderful sketch artist. And so she drew all of these freestyle to go with our theme. So this is when we talked about our feelings and how those can help us change the world when we can feel good about things and help other people feel good. And then we had the pig on her head, where we talked about how creativity and imagination help us go really far in life. And then we have the little chipmunk who's running away, and we're gonna catch you. And we used that when we were talking about the value of interdependence and how we all work together. Yes. And then this is our rocket ship on our journey out of space. And when we did that one, we built a giant rocket ship out of recyclable materials, and we all worked together as a team for that one again. And then Let's Go Swimming is probably one of Nora's favorites, because can you tell them what all the fish is doing in that picture?
They are, the fish is riding a bicycle while while taking a shower, while brushing its teeth.
Yes. And so we talked about transformation and how our imaginations can transform anything into a good thing because the fish learn how to work together as a team. And we are the dinosaurs, and so we went on a fossil dig, and then we made our own fossils out of salt dough. And the bumblebee Buzz, can I show them your? Show me. And then we had My Family, where we talked about our church family, and we also made picture frames to talk about our families at home, whoever that may be. Some of us made picture frames to look like to hold our pets, and some of us made them to hold our family and our friends. And then this was our closing picture that Miss Audrey drew for us when I woke up today, because that was our big starting song every week to help get us going. So I think that we had a lot of fun and we learned a lot about the values by having a different way of looking at them. Did you like the class this summer?
I love the class this summer.
Yeah. Not everything was a hit.
I know
Since some of our friends aren't here, you want to share what?
I know some people hated the sit-upons that we made.
Yeah. So we made our own little special camp chairs since the title of our program was 1, 2, 3 Summer Fun Camp. So just like at camp, we made our own special chairs, but some of our friends were not a fan of those. So they will be very glad to say goodbye to them. And so that's just a little bit of what we did this summer, and we wanted to share it with all of you. We did. And Nora also had wanted to bring her flowers. Some of us planted heart seeds out of little seed paper so that we could send seeds of kindness out into the world.
And I like that y'all talked about, some of the things were really fun. And one or two of them were, some people liked them and some people didn't, because in a little while, we're going to have a story that talks about that, about how sometimes you don't know if something's going to be really great or not so great until you try it.
Mm-hmm.
So thanks for sharing that too.
Thank you. All right.
Each Sunday, we share together an offering of our gifts for the work of our community, both in this building and in the larger world, and for our Generosity Sunday charities. And so we invite you to give generously. If you're in the sanctuary, you can put your offering in the baskets along with a visitor card that's in the chair in front of you, if you'd like to do that. And if you're on Zoom, if you would like to send a check to the office or send a donation through Venmo. So we thank you for your gifts that are generously given and gratefully received. this has been a really fun summer for some of us, a lot of us. Others, not so much. So I want to ask you, for those of you who are young at heart, how many people had new classes this week? Grown-ups and children. How was it? Good.
How was it for you? Good.
Yeah. Were there some things that were a little difficult? Yes. Did anybody feel nervous? Yes. So it's hard to know what's going to happen before you go to school. Some of y'all got to meet your teachers ahead of time, and if you're professors, you probably didn't get to meet many of your students ahead of time. But sometimes we realize that things that we were really nervous about and scared about turned out to be just fine. And sometimes things that we thought were going to be really great didn't turn out to be so well, like those chairs that y'all made this summer.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was a good plan. So, life is always an adventure, and we have to live life to see how it's going to go. Like, sometimes you meet somebody and you think, I don't know if I want to hang out with that person. And then they end up being like your best friend. Or you try something that you didn't think you were going to like, and then you decide it's really great. So this made me think about one of my favorite stories. And it's a story that comes from the Taoist tradition in China. And it reminds us that we have to remember that not everything's going to be like it seems. So a long time ago, there was a farmer named Sei Wing who lived on the frontier. That's like living way out in the country where you have no cell service. But they had no cell service then. So one day, back then and way out in the country, they didn't have any fences or anything like that like we have today. And one day, his very favorite prize horse ran away. So that evening after work stopped, all his neighbors came over and they were like, oh, we're so sorry this happened to you. He was your favorite horse. This is most unfortunate. And they were surprised when Sei Wing said, maybe, could be good, could be bad, who knows? The next day, that prize horse came back to his farm, bringing 7 wild horses with him. And in the evening, everybody came back and said, isn't this lucky? What a great turn of events. You now have 8 horses. The farmer again said, maybe, could be good, could be bad. We don't know. So, 2 or 3 days later, his son tried to ride one of those wild horses. Imagine what happened. It was a really wild horse. He fell off and broke his leg, is exactly why. And the neighbors came over and said, oh, that's so bad. And Sei Wing simply said, maybe, could be good, could be bad. Who's to say? Well, wouldn't you know, a few days later, some soldiers from the emperor's army arrived at the village and they recruited, actually they forced all the able-bodied men to fight in a war. because his leg was broken, Cy Wing's son could not go off to war and was spared probably near certain death. And again, the neighbors came by and said, "Isn't that great?" And again, he said, "Maybe, could be good, could be bad. Who's to say?" So sometimes we have experiences that could be good or could be bad. Perhaps a little bit of both, some good and some bad. Life's like that. Each day we need to remember that life always has surprises in store for us. Things happen, good and bad. And we can't often change those things, but we can choose how we're going to react when those things happen. And sometimes when we're out in the world and things are happening and we're in school and we're having trouble remembering what the teacher is telling us, or we're out doing things and we want to have a good time and then something happens and we're not having a good time, we need to remember that sometimes things are good and sometimes things are bad, but it's all part of living our lives. So sometimes we need something that sort of shows us or reminds us that we need to keep that in mind. So new classes, whether we're a student or a teacher, means that we have to carry our supplies with us. Of course, not everybody can take their supplies with them. Imagine if Emily had to take her piano home every night or take it to Randolph College every morning. That would be silly and really hard. But what are some things that you take to school or to class? What do you take, Nora? So on the first day, you usually take a pencil box, notebooks, folders, and lots of other stuff. Is there something else that somebody carries? Eliza, what do you carry? Notebooks, a book, a water bottle, and a snack. Those are all great things. Any other interesting things that people take? Yes, what do you take? You take books and everything else. That is wonderful. Yeah, everything else. And I'll bet your mom and dad help you pack that up, don't they? So all of us, if we've got several things to take, need some kind of a bag. Who brought their backpack today? Or a bag? I brought mine. Did any grown-ups bring bags or water bottles or whatever? I brought mine. Oh, great. Let me see yours. Oh, it's got bunny ears on it. Mine's just plain and boring, but it's heavy. Okay, did anybody else bring some kind of container? Yay, Susan brought something. Wow, yes. That's great. That's great. I wonder if he remembers where everything is.
Yes, he does.
I wish I did that.
He even has an inside pocket for his iPad.
Just a gentle reminder, if you're not speaking to a microphone, we can't hear you on Zoom.
Okay, thank you. So Steph, rather than having a bag, has like a vest with lots of different pockets inside and out. It carries his iPad and everything he needs to be able to be a professor. Who else has something fun? Oh, yes, yeah.
Yep, Rudy brought his bag too.
You, okay, and you brought a water bottle. So there are lots of wonderful things that we have that are all different kinds of shapes and sizes. In my previous congregation, there was a whole group that knitted during the service. And it got very noisy, those clicking needles. But it was really wonderful for them. So that was the kind of bag that they carried. But you know, what can't be seen in all our bags and containers is all the love and care that our family and friends and congregation stuff invisibly into our bags. So, what we can't see with us, what we can't see is sometimes the most important things. So right now, what I'd like to do as we're talking about really important things is, okay,
Take one of these.
y'all are gonna do that now. Okay, that's
Oh, were we
great.
doing that at a
No,
different
that's
time?
great.
Okay.
We're going with the flow. So we need reminders of that love and care, and also reminders of the reality that sometimes things are good and sometimes things aren't so good. So we have family and community to support us. So as this comes around, you'll notice that the carabiner that we're going to attach to our backpack or water bottle or vest or whatever we have, it's in the shape of a heart, because that's the foundation of our faith and our community. Love is what holds us together. And it's a reminder to each of us that no matter where we are or what we do, we are special and loved. And when you get your yin yang symbol, that has 6 holes in it. And that's a reminder of our UU values: pluralism, generosity, interdependence, equity, justice, transformation, with, of course, love at the top. So the symbol of yin yang reminds us that some things are good, but they're not totally good. Yes, Eliza?
Yeah, some of them don't have all the holes, but
Okay, some of them don't have all 6 holes, but we'll work on that during social time. Because eventually they're going to have 6 holes. Okay, so the yin yang is found in Chinese Taoist thought. And we can see in the circle, part of it's white and part of it's black. But in the black part, there's a little circle of white. And in the white part, there's a little circle of black. So whenever we see something or experience something that's good or negative, there's always some good or some negative within the good or the bad. Growing up means realizing that life is seldom perfect, and learning to flow with the good and the bad is always part of life. So, one of the things we want to do is Courtney has already made her tag, and it's got 6 little charms on it, each representing one of the aspects of our faith. And if we're in the sanctuary, when we go into Drysdale during social time, we have a craft activity. Everybody is going to be able to add symbols to their bag tags representing our values. And Zoomies, we're not forgetting y'all. So if during Zoom social time, you'll just let Larry and Ann know if you'd like a bag tag, and we will get you one. These will be reminders of the values we hold as we live our lives. So I'd like to invite everyone to hold the tag in their hands. And Zoomies, I invite you to just put your hand over your heart, and let's just close our eyes for a moment. We can't know what life will bring us this year. Yet we know that no matter what happens, these hearts and symbols will remind us that we're loved, that we're blessed. With our hearts, let's imagine we're putting that love and blessings into our bags. Whatever shape the bags are, they carry our love and blessings to help us live life. Each of us is blessed. Each of us is a blessing. Each of us is called to bless one another. May all these blessings reside within our bags, unseen, but present to surround us when we need them. May that be so. Blessed be. And now we take a moment to hold up the joys and the concerns that are part of our life. We hold up today the wonder and mystery of life, the beauty of friends and family, our grief when loved ones pass out of this life, our horror when innocent, beloved people are murdered, injured, who suffer because of prejudice and racism. There are days when our hearts hurt from all that we see around us, the suffering, the injustice. It's easier to see that than all the good, the kindness, the wonder in the world. May we hold the suffering in our hearts, and yet open our hearts also to wonder and mystery, to friendship and beloved community, so that we can gain strength to live fully in the world. We give thanks today for our young people who remind us of life's wonder and mystery, who bring us joy and comfort. May we find ways that we can be a caring presence in the world. And may we always know how beloved we are. Amen. Blessed be. To have our own guest performer today. Yay, Kim.
Well, I need my backup band. Come on, kids. David, can we get the words to this one on the screen?
This is a great backup band. Ooh, those are fun. Yeah.
You ready?
Wait a minute. There's a little wheel turning in my heart. There's a little wheel turning in my heart. In my heart, in my heart. There's a little wheel turning in my heart. There are two hands clapping in my heart. There are two hands clapping in my heart. In my heart, in my heart, there are two hands clapping in my heart. There are 2 feet stomping in my heart. There are 2 feet stomping in my heart. In my heart, in my heart, there are 2 feet stomping in my heart. There are kids asleeping in my heart. There are kids asleeping in my heart. In my heart, there are two kids sleeping in my heart. There's a wheel a-turning in my heart. There's a wheel a-turning in my heart. In my heart, there's a wheel a-turning in my heart. Great job, band.
What a great backup band. And now it's time for us to wave farewell. So Zoomies, can you wave farewell to the Roomies? Roomies to the Zoomies. Now Zoomies, don't forget to tell Larry and Ann if you want a tag for your bag. Okay, and now as our service draws to a close, we extinguish the flame of our chalice as we say these words together. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. And so may your days be blessed with the most of life's joys and the least of life's worries. May you be safe until we gather again. Blessed be. Oh, I moved here.
David, can you put the words for this one on the screen also? Thank you.
I need my band again. It's time. It's time. It's time for me to go. But I really, well, I can't get this one right. Hold on a moment. It's time for me to go. But I really want you to know that you're the one I'll miss. So I'm blowing you a great big kiss. Blow a kiss, blow a kiss, blow a kiss like this. Blow a kiss, blow a kiss, blow a kiss, blow a kiss like this. Blow a kiss. I might be flying in a plane, but I'll miss you all the same. And when it's time to go, I'll kiss you on the toe. I might be sailing on a boat with a chicken or a duck or a goat. And when I say so long to me, I'll kiss you on the knee. I might be driving in my car, but that won't be very far. And when I put on my driving clothes, I'll kiss you on the nose. Blow a kiss, blow a kiss, blow a kiss like this. Blow a kiss, blow a kiss, blow a kiss, blow a kiss like this. Blow a kiss, one more time. Blow a kiss, blow a kiss, blow a kiss like this. Blow a kiss, blow a kiss, blow a kiss, blow a kiss like this. Blow a kiss.
And now everybody gets to go have fun and play during social time.
That's it. And just another thank you to Kim and Emily for going along with my very non-traditional music choices today.
Yay!
No.
His girlfriend,
Oh, yeah. They're husband and wife.
or whatever.